Hello antique fans, and welcome to my channel for another antique related video. This is Deanna speaking from Vintage Touch Antiques. Today I have quite a large load of merchandise that I have pulled out here on my counter that I plan to deliver to my Vintage Touch Antique booth located in Antique Crossroads, Hagerstown, Maryland. Now this is not all of the things I'm delivering. There's a few things that I have in another area that I'm going to add to this video, so hold on at the end. I plan to get these delivered this week on Wednesday, June 22nd, 2016. I'm giving you just a quick overview here of what I have in this area that I have pulled out, and then I'm going to turn the camera around, put it in a tripod so I can use two hands and give you just a little bit better explanation of the things and show them off a little bit better to you. So if you'll bear with me as I change my position, I'll show you what is going to be delivered. Okay, let's get right into this then. I've got these things pulled aside here so that I can show them to you one by one. I was having a little problem with my remote, so if I can't get it to turn off at the end, I'll have to walk around and turn it off. So I apologize for that in the beginning. Okay, starting with the first item, this is an old potato ricer. As you can see, it's got the holes that the potatoes would rice through, and this one is a Rival, is the name on it. Nice old piece. I've had some vintage ones, not one like this before. This one is going in for $10. The next piece is an early little antique framed in a crisscross type of antique frame. It's a tin type of a 19th century couple. I hope you can see the image there in spite of the glare. It holds just a small little picture, 2.5 by 4, and this piece is going in for $18. The next piece is a nice hooked chair pad and nice muted green border and floral pattern there, and this one will be going in for $15. Now this is a great old piece. This I do have, before I show it to you, I want to explain that I do have the accompanying little tin children's ABC plate that's highly embossed that does say Who Killed Cock Robin. Now this is the storybook. It's a linen cloth book, and this one is a McLaughlin Brothers book, and it has the name down here in the corner. And if you can believe this type of thing read to children, but it was in the Victorian era. And this one, the title is The Death and Burial of Cock Robin, so it would go very well with that plate that is already in my booth. It starts off with Who Killed Cock Robin, Who Saw Him Die. I mean, it is really kind of morbid when you think about it, but it's charming in a lot of its primitive nature here. And this is, it got a cute little colorful back there, and this one is in really good condition for a cloth book that's over 100 years old, and this one's going in for $15. The next piece is a sewing collectible, and this is Williamatic sewing thread box. I sell a lot of these early little thread boxes. They look really good among your other early collectibles for sewing. This one's going in for $7. And I'm also putting in a string of these 2-inch little hourglass type of wood spools, and they'll be going in for $6. You may have seen this piece in one of my other videos, my haul videos. It's a tin litho Japan racer with rubber wheels. It's friction driven, and this one will be going in for $20. And then along with that, this is an Auburn rubber racer, all rubber. And this one is 6 inches long, going in for $12. I sell a lot of these little compacts and things, and this one's a little black one with brass trim, just a vintage compact. This one is going in for $6. And then needlepoint flower frogs I sell like crazy, and these are 2-inch round ones, and I'm putting those in again for $4 each. Now this next piece is a 9-inch red transferware. It does look a lot pink, but they do call it red. It does have an early mark there on the edge, and that mark says Libertas Prussia. It has the eagle head on it. So I hope that's clearing up for you. Oops. There we go. It's a very pretty plate. I'm also putting in this little butter pat, and this is a nice treen piece. Has the little, I don't think it's a clover because it's got like 3 little leaves and then 3 little other leaves, so it may have been a little flower print. But this little early butter pat going in for $15. Now I hope I don't spill these, but they're marbles and it's going to be hard for me to show them to you on the camera. There they go. Okay. I hope you can see them. Some of them are colored. Most of them are like earth tone colors, and they come with their little faded bag there for $13. Get those over there in the plate so they don't spill again. And this is adorable little gingham, little children's bonnet. You don't often see the kind that are made for children. As you can see, it has a little snap flap in the back. Just adorable thing, going in for $10. And I sell a lot of early garden collectibles, and this is another lawn sprinkler. This one is a little bit lower to the ground. It's cast iron base, and that one's going in for $15. And along in the garden center section of my booth, I'll be, whoops, let's see, there we go. I'll be putting in this little botanical type of seed advertisement for vegetables, and it's put out by, it's a lithograph put out by L.L. May and Company, St. Paul, Minnesota, and it's framed there and going in for $9. Now this piece, you probably, if you have seen my other videos, let's hope it focuses, yeah. If you've seen my other videos, you may have seen this one in one of my haul videos. It's an early American little schoolgirl sampler, ABC sampler. And I did say I might put it in another frame. It was in another frame in the haul, and I did. I reframed it in an antique frame that's just really ideal for this particular sampler. It does have the date on it there of 1907 with the little girl's initials and her age 11. And that's early textile there, and going in for $129. Okay, I'm finishing up here on the other side. I'm putting in this beautiful mid-19th century knife box or carrier or utensil box or whatever you want to call it. It's a divided box with the cutout handle there. It's painted. It's a very primitive piece. It has square nail construction. Does have a little bit of a damage there, but nothing severe. And that one is going in with all of its primitive charm for $69. Here's another sweet piece from the early 1900s, just probably the turn of the century. This is a printed cloth. Hope I can show you her face here. Yeah, a printed cloth doll with early clothes, leaving little boots on that has the trim that matches the rest of her clothes. 13.5 inches, solid straw stuffed little doll. Hard to get a hold of in this kind of condition. Going in for $50. Another one that was shown in one of my haul videos is this early box. It's Jacob's mushrooms with a nice print on the side there. You can see that's a really good old box. I sell a lot of boxes. And that one is going in for $30, and that one is from Westchester, PA. And then finally, very primitive old box, not in good condition, but still quaint. And a lot of uses left in it. It's got a nice little till inside, drop-down latch, which identifies it as being early, probably a document type of a box. And that one is going in, because of the condition, it's going in for just $9. So you may want to grab that one. Okay, well that's what I have here, but hang on because I've got some more things to add to this. Okay, and continuing along with a few more pieces that were kind of large, except for this one little piece that I forgot to show you previously. Now this is a cutest little, it's a celluloid front, little tiny mini book. And it has addresses in it written and several things in the early type of handwriting. Just a sweet little piece, and that one's going in for $15. It's got a little colonial woman there on the front. This piece is a granite roaster, 2-piece, and the lid does completely come off. Show you inside there. It's got a little bit of a graded type of surface on the bottom one. And I don't have the price on that yet. It's probably going to be around $13. Back here is a great old primitive cabinet. It's about 13.5 inches tall. It has 3 drawers that have different suctions in them. Great old early paint. Move around here, maybe you can see the side of it a little bit more. And that's a great old primitive with all of its primitive charm, going in for around $129. Then I have 4 green painted drawers here that have the mushroom handles. Again, very quaint and very rustic, and they will be going in for $10 each. I have hanging here on my cabinet door a long white cotton prairie apron. As you can see, it's about 38 inches long. It's hard to get them in this condition, I'll tell you. And the tie, it's as long as the apron itself. And the price I have on that one is $16. And that's what's going in on the 22nd of June 2016 into the Vintage Touch Antique booth. So I'd like to invite you to visit the Vintage Touch Antique booth in Antique Crossroads just any time that you would be in the area, or if you're local, anytime you get the chance. And look for my booth. It's on the left side of the Antique Mall, 3rd row. I have a large sign hanging in the back of my double space booth. And before I close, I'd like to invite you also to subscribe if you have not done so already. Check the description also of the video for where you can find me on the web. There will be links there to my web page, my online store, which I'm inviting you to visit there as well, and also where you can find me in social media. On my web page, you'll have a lot of things. You'll be able to see a lot of different items that I have featured there with descriptions and price tags. So you want to check that out as well. And hit that share button, and comments, of course, are always welcome. But hit that share button and help me get the word out about antiques and their history, because when you own an antique, you own a piece of history. So bye-bye till next time.